EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Six days a week, it's going to be used to forge horseshoes, but one day a week, an anvil is used to forge victories here in Indianapolis. And it's been wrong once again at the city's Lucas Oil Stadium, telling us all it is time for football. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday night primetime showdown between the San Francisco 49ers and the Indianapolis Colts. Blake Grupe out and ready to send this away. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. Here's Sky Moore on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. They're led out by the fourth-year passer out of Iowa State, Brock Purdy.
You know, Kate, people won't stop recognizing Brock Purdy as Mr. Irrelevant right at first, but they better start recognizing his game. He shed that label of his draft status to me long ago. He proved there is no fluke to his talent. He knows how to see it, how to feel it, how to deliver it, and most importantly, he knows how to elevate the people around him.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And it looks like they're giving about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. It's the pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Now it's Purdy. Completes it downfield to Pearsall. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Purdy on the play action. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
From the 40, here comes 2nd and 10. Running back sent in motion. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Purdy. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. From the gun, McCaffrey. He wants to, but he's not going to be able to continue the run. Got him 6, but they stopped him short. It's 4th down now.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
4th down is going to bring out Eddie Pinheiro and the 49ers field goal unit for the first time. He'll try to connect on a 50-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
I'm going to call that one a little tester, Kate. Kind of like a 5 to 8 foot putt. You really hope to make all of them, but you know, over the course of the season you won't. In that case, well, it went right through.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Anthony Gould. And this drive will start inside the 25. So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. And we'll get a look at a man who's been around the block quite a few times now in the NFL.
Well, here it is, Kate. This is a weekly payoff to all the work you do behind the scenes. All those bonus reps as you stick around and try to develop that chemistry. Think Tom Brady and Deion Branch in the mid-2000s, communicating from just glances and subtle nods. That's the type of stuff they're constantly working on to give them an edge right here on game day.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. It's a completion of Michael Pittman Jr., and they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Second and 3 now. Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
So keep that 2nd and short play in your back pocket. So the penalty goes ahead and gives them the first.
Automatic first down.
They've got first down here from the 36. Throwing from the gun here. Completed over the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Trying to throw this from the gun. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And this one doesn't go far.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Setting up to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Intended for Josh Down.
You know, these 3rd and short situations, you rep them all the time. Snap after snap, rep after rep. You're expecting man-to-man coverage in that down and distance, and you're expecting to execute. That time on 3rd and short, they can't get the job done.
Colts going to kick this away now on 4th, and it's Rigoberto Sanchez on for the punt. That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. He gets into the end zone for a touchback. 2nd drive coming up for this 49ers offensive unit. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. '49ers to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. Shoots away from one. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with the penalty. So keep that 2nd and short play in your back pocket. So the penalty goes ahead and gives them the first.
Automatic first down.
A fresh set of downs after that penalty. Here's 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. First down throw by Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Complete to Kendrick Bourne. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 39-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. On the toss, it's McCaffrey. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
He was taken down.
They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. And the Colts get to him. Down he goes. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
On 4th down, looks like the 49ers sending out Thomas Morstead now to punt. Back deep for the Colts is Anthony Gould. And they're facing a long field ahead of them as that kick skips out near the 11. The Colts with their offense out, their 2nd drive coming up. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And this winds up being an excellent play for him from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
To the line and set. Here we go. First down. Now a toss play. Taylor. He's got room to roam. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
He'll always sign off on it when that particular call comes in the headset, and the running back gets a chance to hear. The toss is his chance to get outside quickly and let that athleticism shine as he dances through the defense.
First down, play action. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's brought down at the line.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. This might be a free play for him. This one won't be reeled in, but they had that green light to take the shot, and they did. Looked like somebody on the defense jumped the snap. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Still 2nd down.
After a man jumps, they come up 2nd and 5 to go. Pass play coming here. And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions. It made this 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Looking in the air here. Has a man downfield. It's Pittman. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Colts, first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Double coverage, a deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Second down carry for Taylor. And they are going to have to face a third down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. Gonna keep this one and go. And this defense is gonna win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
No gain on the play.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
4th down and inches, just too tempting to pass up. They're gonna go for it. They're going Taylor. And the defense escapes. They have a nice drive going, but the defense gets off the field by forcing that turnover on downs.
These 4th down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Purdy. He'll get this over the middle to Pearsall. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They start out with a 2nd and 3. Purdy setting up that play action. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
At the 28-yard line.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And that's good for a gain of 5. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Going run again with McCaffrey. Pop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? It did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Extra man in the secondary for the Colts now. 3rd down. They'll throw. 3rd and long. Ooh, put some air under this one. Right side. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Thomas Morstead on the punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. He has it at the 22. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. They liked how that drive was going, but the ending, the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. Has some daylight through the 40. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. It's a gain of 22. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course. But you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
To the right, reeled in by Downs. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. He keeps this one himself. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Bryce Huff in on the tackle.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
They're going to turn to Taylor on 3rd down. And the run will not work. He is soft at the line. This is going to be 4th and short. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Well, apparently a little too long to run the field goal unit out. The offense staying put to go for it. 4th down. They're going to throw for it. Finds his man Downs. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Well, that was a big 3-yard gain because of instead of a turnover on downs, partner, it gets him a first.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Going deep here for the end zone. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder.
Nickel set from the Niners on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, this defense is seeing a vulnerable offense right now, an offense that can't protect itself. First and foremost, before you do anything else, you got to make sure you account for everybody. And right now, this defender, well, he's taking this game over.
Another punt coming up for Rigoberto Sanchez. Deep for the 49ers is Sky Moore. And this just gets past the 20 before going out. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. '49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. His foray up the middle, that's about 3. Reward that tackle to the effort of Leatu Latu.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
3rd down, they need 7. They'll air it out on 3rd. Right side, and that's secured by Kittle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25.
The Colts take over first.
The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. That throw intended for Tyler Warren. And now it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and
Safe
10.
to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Again to throw on 2nd. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Third and long for him here. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
The Colts are ready for the punt. Moore on to handle the return. Fair catch the signal, and he brings it in at the 23. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. On the counter, McCaffrey. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them. Keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. On second down, here's McCaffrey. Space past the 35. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line.
16 yards.
He gets 16 yards on that play. And that means it'll be first down, San Francisco.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10. They stick with McCaffrey. They cobble together a yard there. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
At the 41-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. From the gun is Purdy. This one's quickly to Jennings. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Completed left side there to Jennings. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Purdy looking to throw. To the left side and reeled in by Kittle. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Running for the marker on second. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
At the 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32. Purdy to throw it. Short pass brought in. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Complete to Jawan Jennings. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 23-yard line.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Now Purdy. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers will add to their lead at the end of the half. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers make it a 10-point ball game.
Colts, nothing.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Looking to throw. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers are stopped on that return. So that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half.
All right,
I suppose not everyone's the biggest fan of halftime. Okay, we'll skip over the break and get right back to the field. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Indianapolis getting its offense out there to start off this second half. They now trail by double digits after that last score, Brock. It's 10-0 partway through here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Starting the third with Taylor. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure a nice little run to set the table.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. They go again with Taylor. He cuts it back. He's off to the races. At the 20. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Blake Grupe to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts cut it to a field goal game.
Colts 7.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Isaac Garindo to return. Spins out of one side. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. That lead already smaller than it was at the break, Brock, and they're going to face a little pressure now on this opening series. '49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Play action now with Purdy. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up 2nd down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns. And usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Play action now. Purdy. This one's out to Pearsall on the left side. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
McCaffrey running between the tackles. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
McCaffrey on the carry. Taken down at the 43-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. And motion a tight end left. Off the play fake. Purdy finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. And he gets it forward and still got a yard out of that. Making the stop that time, Nick Cross.
This defense may have been headed the wrong way initially on that counter run, but they never lost contain. As that play shifted back, they flowed with it and caught him before he could break it up the sideline.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap for Purdy. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. On 3rd and short, McCaffrey. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
It's a gain of 8.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there, and he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Purdy. Completed over the middle. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
It's a gain of 20. That's another 49er first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard
Wow,
line.
certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. Give him just 1 yard, I think, on the run. Still some work to do here on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Purdy throwing here. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers making a 9-point advantage.
San Francisco.
All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro.
The extra point.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers make it a 10-point ball game.
17. Colts 7. Eddie Pinheiro set
Now
to kick
Pinheiro
off.
on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
At their own
The
35-yard
Colts have
line.
running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
They go play action on first down. Dumped off to his running back. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Trying for the deep ball. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Finds Pittman complete. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. Give him 24 yards on that one. And it'll be first down, Colts.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Option give to Taylor. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Going with the screen to Taylor. And they bring him down around the 34.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Taylor trying to run for this first. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Blake Groupie on to attempt a field goal. From the left hash, 54 yards out. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And the deficit remains 2 scores.
Looked like the snap was good. No issues with the hold. Sometimes that plant foot just slides on you a little. And these kickers, man, they are so finicky. One little breakdown in mechanics, and the kick winds up off target.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Colts side of the field. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Well, that run may not have moved the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Back to McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves. You can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. They toss right side to McCaffrey. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
It is phenomenally tough to block this guy in a passing situation. Well, equally as tough to block him out there on the edge. He chased that toss down, and I don't envy these guys trying to block that monster today.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Throw here, 3rd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
A gain of 7 yards. It's now 4th down and 1. Eddie Pinheiro on for the field goal. A 50.
All right, we reach the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's 49ers football. We'll see if they can close things out for a win. So 4th down is going to bring out Eddie Pinheiro and the 49ers field goal unit for the first time. This is a 50-yard look from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown to field goal's not going to get it done anymore.
Eddie Pinheiro set
now
to
Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Here's Gould on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground. Taylor. And his progress is soft, but a nice 5-yard gain before it was.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Now a toss play. Taylor. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Well, I guarantee you this, Kate. If you were to go around football and you sit in a clinic of the best defensive coaches out there, they all say the same thing. Set an edge, set an edge, set an edge. It really comes to life on these toss plays. Good job there defensively to set an edge before that toss could get going.
From the gun on third down. That's on target to Pierce. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
The Colts, first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He'll check it down to Taylor. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays on the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Throwing now off the play action. That's incomplete left side.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. To the air on third and long. Takes this underneath to Taylor. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
First and 10.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Taylor gets it on first and 10. And this hasn't been a common side out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry. No progress on first down, and they'll bring up second and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Second down carry for Taylor. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
Coming to the line for another first and 10. They're going play action. It connects down the sideline. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and it'll be first down Colts.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Josh Downs. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3 at the 5-yard line.
Second and 3 now. Free play here. Let's see what he does. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. But now all eyes going to turn to those officials. We got to see if this flag is going to take it away.
Offside, defense.
Now they got to the end zone with that free play partner, so they will, of course, decline the offsides and take those points. Group B to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Colts get it back to within 6.
Niners 20, Colts 14.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Moore with a return. This makes it up to the 25. Now up comes the San Francisco offense. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and
8. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Great, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. Thomas Morstead will kick it away. Takes it in at the 21. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. Now following the play, one of the 49ers banged up. He's in some pain. We're going to pause here as he gets checked on. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked by Marquise Siegel.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. On the counter, McCaffrey. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. It's Kittle over the middle. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line.
It's a gain of
How about 29 yards on 1st down? And that's good for a new set of downs.
A gain of 29 yards. 1st down, San Francisco.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
And this is going to be just what this defense ordered. A great play to back these guys up, shift the momentum a little here in the fourth.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
They kick the running back in motion. Back to throw it. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Timeout Indianapolis. That's its second. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. A big moment coming up for Eddie Pinheiro on this attempt. Needs a good amount here, too. 51 yards away. A kick they needed, but it's no good as it sails too far right. And they are unable to make this a 2-score game.
And hope still remains in the building, Kate. Not a 2-score game. In fact, a make there, well, it could have been a death knell. But the miss, you just see it. It breathes some new life into the opposing sideline.
The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. And this group feeling a little urgency to make the most of this one, Brock, after they threw that interception the last time out.
Yeah, we know there's no more predictive stat in the NFL than giving the ball away. Now, we walk that fine line as a quarterback. You can't play timid and scared to make a mistake, but you know you can't put the ball again in the other team's hands.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Finds a man right side. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in 1 play and keep driving that defense backwards.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Colts down by a touchdown. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Throwing now on first down. Setting up the running back screen. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
At that down and distance, this group is pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for Michael Pittman Jr. on that throw. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Right side, this is wheeled in by Warren. And this one does not go far.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Hands are tied. Gotta have it on this 4th down. Desperation time here. And it's incomplete. That's going to be a turnover on downs, depending on what the call is on this penalty. Yep, already got the stop and the turnover on downs, so they're just going to decline that penalty. Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on 1st down. Design quarterback run here. So it's a win for the visiting 49ers. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. All about how you finish.
So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the 49ers as we say so long from Indy.